Well, here's a good question to ponder this Memorial Day weekend. Why are we so in love with brats? Let's head live to Brat Fest. Our Susan Simon is there, fresh off consuming her 12th brat of the afternoon. She's alongside thousands of other brat lovers. Susan?
You know, that is a good question. Does this bring back memories, Eric? This is the Nerve Center where they're packaging all the brats. Eric and I were serving them up earlier this afternoon. And this Midwest delicacy takes on a whole new passion this weekend, the unofficial start of summer. And as always, Marc Lovicott is asking why. What is our obsession with brats?
This was a tough assignment to take on, Susan. I can tell you that. You know, it really is fascinating how many people work this event into their Memorial Day weekend plans. Folks come to Brat Fest from all over the Midwest. We learned at 5 o'clock a couple came just to Brat Fest from Tampa, Florida, just because of Brat Fest. It's crazy how many people make this part of their weekend, and you might even know some people who may challenge themselves as to how many brats they can consume in one Brat Fest weekend. Got us wondering, why in the world are we so in love with brats? A good, delicious question. The sizzle and smell of bratwurst. It's powerful enough to draw tens of thousands of brat lovers to one place every year, Brat Fest.
We got to break the record every year. We got to eat brats. How are we going to maintain our girlish figures?
I think they are just so tasty.
People just love brats.
We love brats so much, we have a brat festival.
2 brats and a Mountain Dew.
Brat clothes. We raise our kids on brats.
You raised on them, you just love them, I guess.
Oh, I don't know. That's all I eat is brats. At barbecues, that's all I eat.
Everyone seems to have their own reason for their affection.
It's good. Delicious.
But Bratfest's very own brat man, Tim Metcalf, helps shed a little light.
In Wisconsin, it's our German heritage, and I think it just says something about our work ethic and, you know, our sports teams, and, you know, it's the end of winter and the beginning of summer. If you go outside of Wisconsin, go to California, go to the East Coast, they think brat is brat.
They're always like, bring those brats down. We don't know anything about the brats. Bring the brats. So.
And you quickly correct them that it's brat.
Right. Yeah.
There is one interesting thing we found in our special brat investigation. Folks love brats with, yes, a brew.
Goes with beer so well.
I was just
Yeah.
They go really good with beer.
They're soaked in beer, and they're yummy.
Nothing like a good brat and a cold frosted beer.
Nothing like a nice brat and a cold beer. Most are quick to admit, yes, these brats, they probably aren't the most nutritious for you. In fact, we had a good question about that last year, but, you know, they're okay with splurging just for the weekend.
Well, there is a veggie brat.
There is a veggie brat. There's lots of options here for folks. It's such a fun event.
How many have you had? How many can you eat?
Well, I've had 2 today, and I just had a bite of one.
That's true.
I'll finish that one. I'll be back on Sunday, though.
All right, the night is young.
It's very young.
Marc Lovicott, have fun, Marc.
Right,
Thank you very much. Boy, and Mother Nature is serving up some absolutely perfect weather for the Brat Fest. In case you're wondering, here's some fun Brat Fest factoids. The record, the all-important record, set last Memorial Day weekend, over 4 days, 45 hours, 208,752 brats. And get this, Eric, that's more than 41,500 pounds of bratwurst. If you laid them end to end, the brats eaten last year would stretch 20 miles. Nearly 4,000 pounds of sauerkraut were consumed, and believe it or not, there was one marriage proposal, and it was accepted. Put a ring on a brat. It works every time. And that's just a taste of what the event has to offer. There's a carnival here. There's 4 stages of live music. There's a place for the kids, and it runs all weekend long. So if you want to taste a brat for yourself, come on out through Memorial Day. It'll be here until 6 o'clock on Monday night. How many did you have, Eric?
3 in the car on the Beltline heading back to the station.
And how many did you slip in your pocket when we were supposed to be serving them up?
Nah, but I like none. But I'll tell you, the wedding proposal, I mean, does anything spell romance like Brat Fest? I mean, it's
great.
Susan Simon live at Brat Fest. By the way, they're ahead of last year's pace. Tim Metcalf told me earlier this afternoon, so that's always good to know.